Yo, what's up guys, Zephyr here. Now today I want to talk about a certain character role or class that went pretty underrated for a majority of the time until recently, where we've gotten two incredibly amazing characters who have pretty much shaken up, I'd say, the whole meta or whole team building for this game. Now obviously, I'm talking about defenders. Now, defenders prior to, honestly, Seth, were some of the most unused characters ever. Like, generally, I think all we only had for defenders was Ben. Like, I'm pretty sure Ben was our only defender that we actually had for a majority of the time. Unless I'm, like, forgetting somebody, but I'm pretty sure that's just it. Yeah, it's only been Ben. While Ben wasn't exactly bad, Ben was pretty much just a really bad counter or, like, kind of parry thing. I guess parry is honestly not even a good word for it. It's more like a block. But so yeah, Ben was just not really good, and considering that he was our only defender character, you know, the whole defense like class was pretty much like negligible. Like it was pretty much non-existent. Like everybody would only run a DPS, a stunner, then a support. And then with Jane Doe and that whole chapter, we got Seth, right? And Seth really changed it up in a sense where he made defense characters actually start being somewhat useful. I mean, a Jane Doe, Seth, and whatever team is absolutely crazy. I mean, the fact that he buffs up anomaly damage and all that, or anomaly build up, and you know, it pairs nicely with Jane, so he becomes almost a must-have in terms of team comp. And not only that, but his shield is also really nice too. So it's generally a nice change from like Ben, you know, like these two are on completely separate levels. I feel like it's genuinely crazy. But now that we have this new update out, like 1.3, 1.2 already, now we got Caesar, and Caesar has absolutely changed everything. Like generally, this changes everything. Okay, like Caesar is such a class-defining agent for like defense that I feel like Caesar really made defense almost take out a stunner in a way. Now, obviously, this is specific to Caesar's case because Caesar is a defense character that scales off of impact. So, because of that, she is going to almost take out your impactor because she's going to be doing that for you. Like, she can pretty much be almost on the same level as like Lycon or, you know, Jing Yi. Like Caesar is genuinely nasty. Like she is absolutely cracked out. And not only that though, but she could be an impactor, and you know, she can buff up attack and all that, and she can even give you like, you know, interruption resistance and shield. Like it's generally like this is a Caesar glaze video. I already did that prior. This is like the last video, I'm pretty sure, but Caesar has been a game-changing unit for the defense class, because if this is how defense units are going to be when it comes to them being 5 stars, it's honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if defense characters completely just neg out, you know, supports and impactors, considering that Caesar can do about 3 classes in one. You know, she could do what Sengoku can, or you know, Lucy, but then she can shield, so she's a better Ben, a better Seth. And again, it's one of those things where sadly power creep is going to be a thing, and that's just the nature of these kinds of games. You know, it's like, and those of you who don't believe in power creep, I mean, it's kind of easy to tell with this game at least, because I swear Zelda Zone Zero power creep is actually insane. Like or power creep, it's generally crazy. And so the whole point is that defense, again, used to be such like such a shit class, and now with people like Seth and Caesar, we're getting almost like a variety of like classes we can play, which I'm glad, because again, defense really needed someone just to be like really good. Cause I'm not sure if y'all are getting bored of it, but I was getting bored of just running the same, you know, attacker, defense, and support. You know, like the dream team right here is all I would actually run. Like, you know, it would just be Ellen, Lycon, or Sugoku. Like, that's just... It's like the main three. It's the main three classes that you would use because they all synergize so well. So thankfully, again, with Caesar, with Seth, they're making it to where we can actually build different kinds of classes here. So, with that though, again, I just wanted to go over and kind of talk about how defense is honestly getting kind of nutty now. And I wouldn't be surprised if defense down the line started to become like a must-have unit on your team. Mostly when we get to those higher, like real high tier like fights and all that. Who knows? Maybe having a shielder, or maybe having somebody who gives you like an attack bonus, or gives you interruption or anti-interruption all in one character, in one kit. That could be really huge for you. And so I'm not surprised that Caesar has been met with a lot of, you know, love and support, because again, she is an absolutely cracked out unit. I would argue she is like the best unit out right now in terms of what she does and what support she gives. Again, she does 3 things in one, so I'd say already she's already up there. And because of that, again, I just hope to see that Caesar is going to be a changing point for defense scaling, or for defense classes. However, I do find it kind of funny how, again, she is a defense character and she doesn't scale with defense. But if she did, it probably wouldn't make sense considering what she does. So, again, this is a quick video talking about defense characters. I wanted to kind of get my own little like voice out there, I guess, because it was super sad. I mean, I was super sad about how Ben turned out. Again, he was just not really good. And I'm glad that now that we're getting these characters, defense as a class is going to start to slowly ramp up. And who knows, maybe we'll get our next anomaly character who actually gives us shield too. You know, who knows anymore with Zenless on Zero. This game's absolutely insane. You know, talk about all this, actually, this kind of reminded me of a different topic, and again, another old video I made about talking about Zenless Zone Zero, specifically tier lists. And I remember that these tier lists, when they first came out, ranked Nicole super low. Like, I mean, she was like, what, like, she was C tier? She was like, they rated her as dog shit. And at the time she was, because she had nobody to pair with. But ever since, you know, Zhu Yuwen came out, she went to like S tier or top A. Just because of this team comp. And, you know, having Zhu Yuwen here. So it goes to show how time will fix almost everything, it seems. You know, how as long as we wait, we will get a character that can work off certain characters. And then as that happens, it'll bring them up in the tier lists. And for all those, you know, who worship the meta and all that, it lets you know, like, dang, I really should have built this character back then so I can already have it ready now. And so that's why I think that, again, off topic, I guess, but I do like to believe in this, that we shouldn't take tier lists to heart that much, considering that, again, what happened with defense and what happened with Nicole, with them being spiked up to being literally god tier, I feel, or just like really good, all because of a certain character, or because of, you know, changes, or just team comps. So, what is the goal or message here? 1, don't take your Zenless Zone Zero tier list to heart, and 2, don't sleep on defense characters now, and get Caesar, because what are you doing if you don't? Like, genuinely, like, this is such a good character. Get Caesar. Look at her. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video, and bye-bye.